Ever wondered why you're tired even though you sleep 8 hours? You go to bed on time, stay asleep through the night, and wake up after a full 8 hours. Yet instead of feeling refreshed, you feel foggy, heavy, and mentally slow. For many people, this creates frustration and confusion, and the assumption is that something must be wrong with their sleep. But medically speaking, sleep duration alone is rarely the real issue. The key thing to understand is that sleep does not directly give you energy. Sleep allows your body to reset the systems that create wakefulness. Feeling alert is controlled primarily by your brain and hormones, not by how long you stayed in bed. One of the most important hormones involved is cortisol. Cortisol is often called a stress hormone, but in healthy amounts it is essential for focus, alertness, and motivation. Cortisol follows a daily rhythm known as the circadian rhythm. In a healthy system, cortisol begins to rise in the early morning hours, usually before you wake up. This rise prepares your brain to transition from sleep into alertness. If that cortisol rise is delayed or weakened, you can sleep 8 hours and still wake up exhausted. Your body simply has not received the biological signal that the day has started. Instead of waking naturally, you are pulled out of sleep by an alarm while your brain is still in nighttime mode. Melatonin plays the opposite role. Melatonin is the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. It rises in the evening, stays elevated during the night, and falls in the morning. For restful sleep and good morning energy, melatonin needs to fall at the right time, and cortisol needs to rise at the right time. These two hormones work together like a switch. When their timing is off, the switch does not flip cleanly. One of the biggest reasons this timing becomes disrupted in modern life is nighttime overstimulation, especially from screens. Scrolling on your phone, watching fast-paced videos, gaming, or doing intense mental work late at night increases dopamine activity in the brain. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter involved in reward, motivation, and attention. When dopamine stays elevated late at night, it interferes with melatonin release. Your body may still produce melatonin, but its timing becomes delayed. Biologically, your brain enters sleep later than you think, even if you go to bed at the same time. This creates a mismatch. You may be asleep for 8 hours, but your internal clock behaves as if you slept less. Because melatonin falls later, cortisol also rises later. When you wake up, your brain is still chemically programmed for nighttime, which explains the grogginess and reliance on caffeine. Light exposure amplifies this effect. Bright light, especially blue light, is one of the strongest signals to your brain that it is daytime. Late-night screen exposure sends mixed signals, pushing your internal clock later over time. Morning light works in the opposite direction. Natural light in the morning suppresses melatonin and strengthens the cortisol rise. Sleep quality also matters as much as sleep quantity. Fragmented or poorly timed sleep reduces deep sleep and REM sleep, which are essential for physical recovery, memory, and mental clarity. Chronic stress can further disrupt cortisol rhythms, leading to low energy in the morning and alertness late at night. In most cases, the solution is not sleeping more. The solution is restoring proper timing, reducing screen stimulation before bed, keeping evenings dim and mornings bright, getting light exposure shortly after waking, and maintaining consistent sleep times allow your hormones to realign. When this system works properly, waking up feels effortless and 8 hours of sleep finally feels like 8 hours of sleep. Thank you for watching, and like and follow for more content on Plainly Explained.